Yeah. So now we'll discuss about inequalities in a triangle. Okay. So let us consider, say we have drawn AB as 3 centimeters. Okay. And let us say the length of AC is fixed. Okay. Let us consider it to be 4 centimeters. Okay. So if you want to construct the triangle, you will take an arc of radius 4 centimeter with center as A. Okay. If you draw an arc with radius 4 centimeters with center as A, you'll get something like this. Okay. Now the length of BC is not given. Okay. The length of BC is not given. Let us say if the point C is here. Okay. Okay. Now if I just move the point C, okay, so you can see that the length of BC is increasing. Okay. The length of BC is increasing, and so is the angle A increasing. Okay. You can see that angle A is also increasing gradually, and the length of BC is also increasing, while the length of AB and the length of AC is fixed, right? That is, AB is 3 centimeters and AC is 4 centimeters. Okay. But the length of BC is increasing as well as the length of angle A is increasing. Okay. So if BC is very large, then angle A is also very large. Okay. So from this, what can we say is, so the angle which is opposite to the largest side is the largest. Okay. The angle which is opposite to the largest side is the largest. Now let us just prove this formally. Okay. So you need to prove, okay, let us say you need to prove that angle B is greater than angle C. Okay. And it is given that AC is greater than AB. Okay. You need to prove angle B is greater than angle C given that AC is greater than AB. Okay, that is, we need to prove that the angle which is opposite to the larger side is larger. Okay, so this is given AC is greater than AB. You need to prove that angle B is greater than angle C. Okay, so just try this problem for a couple of minutes and then we will see it. Okay, so just let us discuss. Okay, so what I'm doing is, since AC is greater than AB, okay, I'm taking a point on D. I'm taking a point D on AC such that AD is equals to AB. Okay, I can do that, right? Okay, since AC is greater than AB, I can take D on AC, okay, such that AB is equals to AD, right? Okay, so now these AB and AD are equal. I can say that these angles are equal. Okay, let us name these angles as angle X and angle X. Okay, so let us say this angle is Y and this angle is Z. Okay, now if you see this triangle BDC, okay, you can see that this angle D is exterior angle of triangle BDC. Okay, this angle X is the exterior angle of triangle BDC. Okay, so then I can write that angle X is equal to angle Y plus angle Z. Fine. Okay, so then I can say that angle X is definitely greater than angle Z because angle X is Z plus something, so it is greater than Z. Okay, so if x is greater than z, then I can also say that x plus y is greater than z. Okay, so I can say that angle B is greater than angle C. Okay, is this clear? So in a triangle, the angle which is opposite to larger side is large, okay, compared to the angle which is opposite to the shorter side. Okay, similarly you can also prove its converse. Okay, that is the side which is opposite to larger angle is large. Okay, so you can try this at home. So it is given that angle B is greater than angle C, then you need to prove that AC, which is opposite to angle B, is greater than AB, which is opposite to angle C. So the converse of the statement, I leave it to you as an exercise. Okay, so since we have discussed that the angle opposite to larger side is larger, and the side which is opposite to larger angle, it is larger. Now let us move on to discuss one more inequality in a triangle. Okay, so you need to prove that sum of any two sides in a triangle, okay, is greater than the third side. So this is our requirement. Sum of any two sides in a triangle is greater than the third side. This we need to prove. Okay, so you can just try this for some minutes and then we'll discuss. So you can try this for some minutes and then we'll discuss. Okay, so let us just discuss this problem. So we have a triangle ABC. Okay, so we need to prove that AB plus AC is greater than BC. That is, sum of any two sides is greater than third side. So we'll just prove one, and rest of the inequalities you can do it. Okay. So now what I'm doing is I'm extending this BA, okay, to a point D such that AC is equals to AD. Okay, so AC and AD are equal. So extend BA to point D, okay, such that AD is equals to AC. Okay, now I am joining this. Now I am joining DC. Okay, so now since I need to prove AB plus AC is greater than BC, let us just reverse the problem. Okay, let us just do reverse engineering. Okay, I can see that AC is equals to AD because that is the way we have constructed. So I need to prove that AB plus AD is greater than BC. Okay, so but AB plus AD is equals to BD, that is I need to prove that BD is greater than BC. Okay, this is what I need to do. So BD is greater than BC is equivalent to saying that angle C, that is angle BCD, is greater than angle BDC. Okay, this is what needs to be done. From the previous theorem, we can say that the angle opposite to larger side is larger. So we can say that we need to prove this, that angle BCD is greater than angle BDC. Okay. So you can notice that since AC and AD are equal, each of these angles must be equal to X. Okay. That is, the angle ACD should be equal to angle ADC, and that should be equal to X. Okay. And consider angle ACB as Y. So definitely X plus Y is greater than X. So I can say that angle BCD is greater than angle ADC, right? So then we are done, right? Because since this angle is more compared to this angle, I can say that the side BD is greater compared to the side BC. Okay, but BD is in turn BA plus AD, and AD is equals to AC. So we have proved that BA plus AC is greater than BC. Okay, so I hope this is clear to you. So let us just move on. So similarly, I can also say that in a triangle, the difference of two sides, okay, the difference of any two sides will be less than the third side. This I can say from the previous theorem itself, because I know that AB plus AC is greater than BC. Then I can say that BC minus AC is less than AB. Okay, difference of any two sides is less than the third side. Similarly, I can prove it for rest of the two inequalities also. That is, say, okay, this is triangle ABC. We have said that BC and AC, difference of BC and AC is less than AB. Similarly, we can also say that difference of AB and AC is less than BC. Okay, and also we can say that the difference of AB and BC is less than AC. Okay, so the difference of two sides is always less than the third side. Okay, so let us just move on. So this is a triangle ABC. Okay, so BC is given as 3 centimeters and AC is given as 4 centimeters, and the value of AB is X. So X is an integer. Okay, so you need to find the possible values of X. Okay, you need to find the possible values of X. So just try this for some minutes and then we'll discuss. Okay, good. Some of you have already done. So X should be less than the sum of other two sides, that is 3 plus 4. So X should be less than 7. Whereas the difference of any two sides, that is 4 minus 3, should be greater than X. So 1 should be less than X, less than 7. And since X is an integer, then X can take the values 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6. Okay, good. So let us just proceed to next problem. Okay. So you are given a point, okay, given a point P, which is not lying on the line L, okay, which is not on the line L. Okay, so you need to prove, okay, that the shortest distance from P to line L, okay, is the perpendicular one. Okay, the shortest distance from P to line L is the one which is perpendicular to line L. Okay, this is what you need to prove. So just try this for some minutes and then we'll discuss. So there is a point P and there is a line L. Okay. So you need to prove that the shortest distance from P to line L is the one which is perpendicular to line L. Okay, so let us discuss. So what I'm doing is I'm dropping a perpendicular from P to line L. Okay, let us name this point as M. So now I need to prove that PM is the shortest distance from line L. Okay, so I need to prove this. Shortest distance. Okay, so now to prove this, let us consider any other point N on the line L which is not equal to M. Okay, let us consider any other point N. So now if I join this PN, okay, so I can see that angle PNM is less than 90 degrees, right? Because already one angle is 90 degrees in a triangle, then other angle cannot be 90 degree. So it means angle PNM is less than angle PMN. Okay. So angle PNM is less than angle PMN. So then I can say that PN is definitely greater. Just a second. So the side opposite to angle PNM, that is PM. Okay. So PM is less than PN. Okay. I hope this is clear. Because the side opposite to angle PNM is PM, whereas the side opposite to angle PMN is PN. So PM is less than PN. So what we have done here is, if we take any other point on the line, we have shown that for any other point on the line, the distance from P to that point is more than the distance from P to M. Okay. So the shortest distance from point to the line is the one which is perpendicular. Okay, so let us just move on. So in triangle ABC, AD, BE and CF are the altitudes. AD, BE and CF are the altitudes. So you need to prove that AB plus BC plus CA is greater than AD plus BE plus CF. AD plus BE plus CF. Okay. This is what you need to prove. That is, sum of sides of triangle is greater than sum of the altitudes. Okay, so just try this for some minutes and then we'll discuss. Okay, I think some of you might have already done. Okay, so let us just discuss this one. Okay, so we have a triangle ABC in which AD, BE and CF are the altitudes. So these are the altitudes. Okay. So now you can see that AB is greater than AD, right? This AB is greater than AD, okay? Because AD is the shortest distance from A to line BC. AB will be definitely greater than AD, okay? Similarly, you can say that BC will be greater than BE, okay? And similarly, you can say that AC will be greater than AF. So if you add this, you will get the desired result. Okay. So pretty simple problem. Let's move on. So it is given that in a quadrilateral PQRS, the diagonals intersect at O. Okay. So you need to prove that PQ plus QR plus RS plus SP is greater than PR plus QS, and it is less than twice of PR plus QS. Okay, these are the two things which you need to prove. So the sum of the sides of a quadrilateral is greater than the sum of diagonals, but it is less than twice the sum of diagonals. So just try this for some minutes and then we'll discuss. So the basic idea is the same. You need to use the triangle inequality. That is, sum of two sides is greater than third side. Okay, so let us discuss this problem. So let us take any quadrilateral PQRS. Okay. So these are the diagonals PR and QS, and these intersect at point O. Okay. So to prove this first inequality, let us use that property that sum of two sides is greater than the third side in a triangle. Okay, so if I use that in PQR triangle, so I'll get PQ plus QR is greater than PR. Fine. Similarly, if I use this property in this triangle, okay, so I'll get QR plus RS is greater than QS. Okay, and if I use it in this triangle PRS, then I'll get PS plus RS is greater than PR. And finally, okay, finally, if I use it in this triangle PQS, so I'll get PQ plus PS is greater than QS. Now if I add all these, I'll get twice of PQ plus QR plus RS plus SP is greater than twice of PR plus QS. So then cancelling the two on both sides, I'll get the desired result. Okay. Okay, fine. So now let us discuss the second inequality, how to prove this second inequality. Okay, to prove this second inequality, I need to use this point O. Okay, I need to take the help of this point O. So I'll be considering these triangles, small triangles ORQ, ORS, OPS, and triangle OPQ. I'll be considering these triangles, and then I'll be using the triangle law. That is OR plus OQ is greater than QR. Similarly, OR plus OS is greater than SR. OS plus OP is greater than SP, and OP plus OQ is greater than PQ. Okay, so we have applied the triangle law in all of the four small triangles, and now you see if I add this, what I'll get is, notice that OR plus OP is equals to PR and OS plus OQ is equals to SQ. So I have 2 times OR and 2 times OP. I'm writing it as 2 times PR. And since I have 2 times OQ and 2 times OS, so I can write it as 2 times QS. Okay. So this is greater than PQ plus QR plus RS plus SP. So if you shift this to the other side, then you have proved the second inequality. Okay. So I hope this is clear. So let us just move on to the next question. Okay, so there is a triangle ABC and O is an interior point in this triangle. Okay. In triangle ABC. So you need to prove that AB plus AC is greater than OB plus OC. This is what you need to prove. O is the interior point of triangle ABC. You need to prove that AB plus AC is greater than OB plus OC. Okay, so just try this problem for some minutes, then we'll discuss. Okay, so let us just discuss this problem. So we are given a triangle ABC, okay, and we have an integer point O inside the triangle. Okay, so we need to prove this identity. So OB is involved and OC is also involved. Okay, so now what I'm doing is I am extending this BO, okay, to meet AC at point D. So extend BO to meet AC at D. This is what I have drawn. Okay. So now if I see this triangle ABD, okay, then I can use the triangle inequality and I can say that AB plus AD should be greater than BD. Okay. And if I use this triangle ODC, okay, then I can say that OD plus DC is greater than OC. Okay. So I have used triangle ABD and wrote the first inequality here. And from triangle ODC, we have written the second inequality, that is OD plus DC is greater than OC. Now, if I add this, what I'll get is AB plus AD plus DC plus OD is greater than OC plus BD. I'm writing it as BO plus OD. Okay, so BO plus OD. So OD gets cancelled on both sides. So I'll get finally AB plus this AD plus DC is equals to AC. So AB plus AC is greater than OB plus OC. So this is what we have got. Okay. So I hope this is clear. So let us just move on to the next question. So you need to prove that in a triangle, okay, the sum of any two sides, okay, is greater than twice the median drawn to the third side. Okay. Twice the median drawn to the third side. This is what you need to prove. So in any triangle, you need to prove that sum of any two sides is greater than twice the median drawn to the third side. So say if I have a triangle ABC, okay, and let us say AD is the median, okay. So you need to prove that AB plus AC is greater than 2 times of AD. This is what you need to prove. So just try this problem and then we'll discuss. So you need to prove that AB plus AC is greater than 2AD. AD is the median. So it means BD is equals to DC. Okay, so let us discuss this problem. So what I'm doing here is I'm extending AD. Okay, I'm extending AD and I'm drawing a line passing through C which is parallel to AB. Okay, so this is a line which is passing through C and parallel to AB, which intersects the AB extended at D. Okay, so I have extended AD, sorry, and I have drawn a line through C, okay, parallel to AB, okay, to meet AD extended at point E. Okay, this is what we have done. This is our construction. Okay, so now if you observe, since BA and EC are parallel and AD is the transversal, A is the transversal, so this angle is equals to this angle because these are alternate angles, alternate interior angles. Okay, and angle BDA is equals to angle CDE because they are vertically opposite angles, and BD is equals to DC. Okay, so now what can you say about these two triangles? Triangle ABD and triangle DCE. Okay, these two triangles are congruent by AAS property. So triangle ABD is congruent to triangle CDE by AAS property. Okay, fine. Now I can say that AB is equals to CE. Okay, because AB is opposite to angle, AB is opposite side to this angle, and C is also opposite side to the same angle. Okay. Also, I can say that AD is equals to DE. Okay. Fine. So now what I have is AB is equals to AC and AD is equals to DE. That is, this sides AB and CE are equal, and AD is equals to DE. This implies that AE is nothing but twice of AD. Okay. So now if I consider this triangle, triangle ACE, okay, triangle AEC, and if you use a triangle inequality, that is AC plus CE is greater than AE, then you can say that CE is equals to AB. So I can write AC plus AB is greater than twice of AD. Okay. So I hope this is clear. So what we have proved is the sum of any two sides is greater than twice the median drawn to the third side. Okay. Similarly, you can write BA plus BC is greater than 2 times BE if BE is the median, and you can write CA plus CB is greater than 2 times CF if CF is the median. Okay. So now if you add all these three results, okay, so you will get that sum of sides of triangle, okay, is greater than sum of medians. So if we add these results, we'll get sum of sides is greater than sum of medians. Okay, so let's move on to the next problem. So here you are given a line L, okay, and there are say 2 points A and B which are on either side of line L. So this is a point A, this is a point B. So now you need to find a point P, okay, on line L such that the sum AP plus PB is minimum. AP plus PB is minimum. This is what you need to do. You need to find a point P on this line L such that AP plus PB is minimum possible. Okay, so just try this problem for some minutes and then we'll discuss. Okay, so you need to locate a point anywhere on this line, okay, such that AP plus PB should be minimum possible. That is what you need to do. So what will be the point P? Okay, so let us discuss this problem. So what I'm doing is I'm joining this points A and B, okay, and the point of intersection of the line AB and the line L, I'm naming it as P, okay. Now I'm claiming that this my point P is the required point, okay, P is the required point, okay, that is I'm claiming that AP plus PB is minimum, okay. So now I'll prove that my P is the required point, okay. So if say P is not the required point, then let us say any other point Q on the L, okay, let us take any other point Q on the line L and let us join AQ and QB, okay. Now if you see the triangle AQB, okay, from triangle AQB you can say that AQ plus QB will always be greater than AB, okay, that is it is greater than AP plus PB, okay. So what I have proved is for any other point which is not equal to P on the line L, okay, we have taken a point Q which is not equal to P on the line L, and we have proved that AQ plus QB is greater than AP plus PB. So this P is the point which is the required point, because AP plus PB is the minimum possible. It is always less than any other point, sum of the distances from any other point, okay. So let's move on to the next question. So now what I'm doing is I'm taking the line L, and now the points A and B are on the same side of the line L, okay. Now you need to find a point P such that AP plus PB is minimum, okay. The difference between the last problem and this one is that the points A and B are on the same side of the line L in this problem, okay. So just try this problem for some minutes and then we'll discuss. So you need to find out the point P such that AP plus PB is minimum. Okay, so let us just discuss this problem. Okay, in this case, if I join this points A and B, and if I extend, this point P is not the required one. Okay, you'll know the reason in a short time. So now what I'm doing here is I'm taking the reflection of point A in this line L. Okay, so I'm taking a reflection of point A in this line L. Okay, so let us call that point as A dash. Since it is reflection, then these distances are equal. That is, AD is equals to DA dash. Okay, and now I'm joining this B and A dash. Okay, I'm joining this B and A dash. Okay, so notice that since A is the reflection of A dash, I can write PA as PA dash. Okay, and now I'm saying that PA dash plus PB, which is equal to PA plus PB. Okay, so this point P is the minimum one. Okay, this point P is the required point. This is I'm saying. Okay, this is my claim that this is the point which is the required one. Okay, so let us just prove it. So we'll prove it. So let us consider any other point on this line apart from this point. Okay, let us say we are taking a point Q which is on the line L, but it is not equal to point P. Okay, now what about this distance AQ plus BQ? Okay, this is what we need to minimize, right? So AQ plus BQ, I can write it as A dash Q plus BQ. Okay, because AQ is equal to A dash Q. Since A dash is nothing but reflection of A. Okay, so this is reflection of A in line L. So now, if you notice this triangle BQA dash, okay, if you notice this triangle BQA dash, you can find that BQ plus QA dash will be greater than BA dash. Okay, so BQ plus QA dash will be greater than BA dash, which in turn implies that BQ plus QA will be greater than BA dash. I can write it as BP plus AP. Okay, so if I take any other point Q on this line L, the sum of the distances of A and B from that point Q are more. Okay, sum of the distances of A and B from that point Q are more compared to the sum of distances of the point P from A and B. Okay, so hence I can say that my required point is this P. Okay, so here what we have done, we have taken the reflection of A in this line and then we have joined this B and A dash. Okay, okay, so I hope this is clear. So before ending this session, I'll just leave you with a question. Okay, so just consider a unit cube. Okay, consider a unit cube. Okay, so let us just take this cube. Okay, so let us take this point as point number 1, or for let us take this point as point number 1 and this point as point number 2. Okay, so 1 2 is the space diagonal. Okay, 1 2 is the space diagonal of this cube. Okay, it is a unit cube, means the side length is 1. Okay, so now at point 1, okay, there is a mosquito and there is an ant. Okay, so there are two things at point 1, mosquito and an ant. Okay, so you need to find the shortest distance by which mosquito can reach point 2 and the shortest distance by which ant can reach the point 2. Okay, so this is very interesting problem, so I will leave it to you. Okay, so we'll end this session, and You just go through the session again, because we have solved many new applications. So you might have previously know what is the triangle inequality, but you might not have known what are the applications of this. So you solve all the proofs and all the problems which you have done today, and then I'll send you the assignment. Okay, so